You ever meet someone who always wins arguments? Yeah, they're not as smart as they think. Winning doesn't mean you're right. It just means you are louder, faster, or better at talking over people. Hell, sometimes it means you were just willing to fight dirtier. And if you think that makes you the smartest person in the room, let me hit you with something you won't want to hear. You can win every damn argument in your life and still be dead wrong. The easiest way to win is not to play. Not every hill is worth dying on, but be careful. If you avoid everything, you'll lock yourself inside your own little world where you're always right because no one challenges you. And when the truth finally smacks you in the face, it's going to hurt twice as bad. Sometimes the fastest win is making the other person stop wanting to fight. That doesn't mean destroy them with facts. I'm talking about stepping back and asking, what do I actually want here? Maybe your goal isn't to prove anything. It's to get peace, respect, or an actual solution. You can either protect your pride or protect what matters. Pick one. There's a sneaky kind of win that feels good in the moment, but rots your relationships. That's when you use tricks, twisting their words, bringing up old shit that doesn't matter, making them look stupid in front of other people. It works. You can humiliate someone into silence, but here's the cost. They'll stop trusting you. And when they get their chance, they'll come for you. I've seen people treat arguments like a damn sport. They memorize lists of logical fallacies just so they can yell them out like trophies. Straw man, ad hominem. Like dropping the name makes them the genius in the room. All it really proves is that they've got an ego problem dressed up in vocabulary. The truth, most arguments aren't about truth at all. They're about power, pride, and emotion. If you can calm the emotion, you can change the outcome. That's where actually listening comes in. Not listening so you can reload and fire back, but listening to understand. Most people don't even know what that feels like. If you give it to them, you disarm them. Here's the part nobody likes. Sometimes you win by losing. Think about a time you got into it with someone you care about. You had the evidence to prove you were right, but proving it would have scorched the ground between you. In those moments, the real win is walking away with the relationship intact. Pride feels good now. Connection lasts longer. Then there's the honest way to win, actually having a point worth defending. That means showing up with real evidence, clear reasoning, and enough humility to admit when you might be wrong. It's rare because it's hard. You've got to actually know your shit and explain it in a way the other person can understand. No jargon, no showboating, just clarity. But here's where most people fail. They think having evidence is enough. It's not. If your delivery is arrogant, you've already lost. Nobody listens to someone talking down to them. You could have the cure for cancer, and if you deliver it like a condescending asshole, you're getting tuned out. You could drop pure gold wisdom, and they'll still throw it back at you. That's why emotional control beats killer comebacks every single time. Keep your cool, and you control the pace of the fight. Let's not pretend there aren't people who just like to argue for the sake of it. They'll drag you into endless back and forths because they feed off the chaos. You can't win against someone whose goal isn't resolution. That's when you cut it off and walk away, because the win is not letting them suck your energy dry. If you ever want to see how ugly winning can get, watch someone go nuclear in an argument. They'll bring up past mistakes, insult you, shift topics every 30 seconds, anything to keep you off balance. Sure, they won because you gave up, but it's the same as burning your house down to win a game of Monopoly. Pointless. Sometimes the best move isn't even about the argument at all. It's about making the other person feel safe enough to drop their defenses. You do that by finding small things you agree on. Build on those. Once someone feels you're not there to wreck them, They're more open to hearing the big stuff. That's not weakness, that's strategy. But let's be real. There's a kind of power in knowing you could destroy someone's argument and choosing not to. That's when you're playing the long game. You don't need the last word because you already know the truth doesn't expire. You're letting the moment pass, not because you're scared, but because you're in control. So yeah, you can win every argument. You can use tricks, cut people down, out-talk them, or just refuse to play. But if you think that makes you right, you've already lost. The real win is knowing when to fight, how to fight, and when to walk away. Winning is easy. Keeping your integrity while you do it, that's the hard part.